going on, my dudes? This is Math Time with Mr. G, and today we're going to talk deductive reasoning. And deductive reasoning is just kind of finding patterns to prove what you think. So, for example, if I gave you a ball, then I gave you 3 balls, then I gave you 6, the next set would be 1, 2, 3, 4, because we're adding 1 on the bottom. Then it would be 3, adding 1 up top, then 2, then 1. Another version of this is if I said 1, -2, 3, -4, 5. Because the negatives are every other one, it's going to be negative, and then 6. So that's kind of finding a pattern as we go. Different ways to find the pattern. The first one is called law of detachment. And the law of detachment says if the above is true, then the second must be true. So for example, if you pass the final, then you'll pass the class. And then we find out later you pass the class. So since this is true, this must be true. So did you pass the final? Yes. If your parents let you borrow the car, then you'll take your friends to the movies. You are at the movies. There's a key component here that they forgot to tell us, and that is with our friends. So did our parents give you the car? Not necessarily. And because not necessarily, we can't prove that we borrowed the car. And then the law of syllogism says that if P is true, most likely the next one's true, but we don't have enough information to prove it. So if x squared is bigger than 25, then x squared is probably bigger than 20. But x is bigger than 5, then x squared is bigger than 25. If this had been x squared kind of idea, then maybe we could prove it. But because they had given us x and x squared, these are two different things that we can't really compare against each other. So we can't really compare these to each other. So we don't have enough information to prove that is true. Other than that, be kind to one another, ask lots of questions, and think deeply.